Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? This is just gonna be a quick movie review of Wakanda Forever. You know what I'm saying? Black Power, you feel me? That's how everybody took that shit, especially the first one, man. But fucking, I'm thinking I might start doing these though. I ain't gonna lie, cause I got some shit to talk about that goddamn movie. You feel me? Why did they make all the niggas bitches in that movie? All the niggas was soft. Even M'Baku. Bro, M'Baku was so hard the first one. Anyway. And the first one, this nigga was standing up for everything. And all in the second one, the first one, this nigga was about to kill Black Panther, remember? He was about to kill with Chadwick Boseman in the ritual or whatever. And then he wanted to kill, other motherfuckers or whatever. Why in damn hell he didn't want to kill nobody in this movie? What the fuck happened? When he telling Shuri, I don't think that's how is that what you want? Your mother is not here. Or what your mother would want and stuff. I'm like, nigga, that was about the softest shit you could have told her, bro. You was the one that was beating up on niggas and all kind of shit. What happened? What happened in this movie? It was like all the men took their tails. It was I ain't gonna fake it. This second movie, the second Black Panther movie, was basically a black woman feminist movie. I ain't gonna lie to you. That felt like a black feminist movie. I ain't gonna lie. And then let's get into it. Fuck it. We're gonna get into it in order. First off, it starts off at 30 fucking minutes of just we in the funeral. We at the funeral for 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? The first 30 minutes of the movie, we damn near in the funeral, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? We at the wake, the funeral. I'm like, yeah, this is about as black as gonna get, man. I'm like, damn, like, I know Chadwick Boseman got RIP, you know what I'm saying? That was the best Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? But I just find that hella crazy how, like, we was in the funeral for hellas, bro. I'm like, damn, this is basically the first half of the first third of the movie is damn near tribute to this nigga. All right, cool, we got it. We already knew it was gonna happen. It should never been that fucking long. I'm gonna keep it a buck right there, like, especially if you made it that tribute that fucking long, and then all of a sudden it just bam, straight to the feminism. Whatever. So moving on, after we get past that, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, that serpent guy with the wing, with the wing and ankles and shit came, and him and his tribe, or not his tribe, but him and his family, his whole civilization, boarded that motherfucking ship that they found a fucking, they found a vibranium detector around that area in the sea, which was fucking crazy because it should blow my fucking mind. Because I'm like, how the hell they? And to come to find out, a young black girl in college created that fucking mini scientist, whatever the fuck. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, all these things, it just screamed black, you know what I'm saying, black woman feminist. You feel me? It was definitely about the black women in all this movie, and that strong and independent mindset. That too, bro. I ain't gonna fake it, bro. That shit was making me mad. But anyway, like I said, so he found it, he rigged the ship, whatever, he go through blase, boom. Now we fast forward back to Wakanda, you know what I'm saying? Not back to Wakanda, but 1 year later, you know what I'm saying? She has the meeting. The queen goes to the meeting, tells them what happened and shit, all up in Wakanda. The prince is dead. They just lost the prince, Black Panther. Well, what the world knew was Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? They lost the prince, they still grieving a year later, shit like that. So she telling them all that shit, whoop-de-whoop. Then she try and talks to Zuri. She tells Zuri she take her to like some little beach area. Like I said, I'm just gonna be skipping parts to go through this shit, but it's crazy. So more of that after, like, you know what I'm saying, after that whole little raid on top of the ship or whatever, because like everybody been trying to find vibranium to come steal it. Nobody knew vibranium was in the earth, in the oceans. They only thought it was in Wakanda until, like, said the serpent demon, Kukulkan, whatever his name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that shit, but whatever. He was in that mug. He popped up at Wakanda and was like, look, I'm gonna need y'all to find that scientist before I go find and kill her. I was like, damn, that shit crazy. He pulled up on them, on the queen and the princess, while they was out in the wilderness somewhere, by themselves or for whatever. The mom burned her white clothes from the funeral, but Zuri never got rid of hers. All right, so like, it's gonna be spoilers in this motherfucker. I don't you know what I'm saying? If you ain't watched that shit yet, go watch it before you come watch this shit. Just to see if you agree. Now, if you want to get it spoiled for it, hey, whatever. All right, so going on, fast forward some more. So that shit happened. He come and tell them and talk to them direct, like, look, I'm such and such, blah, 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 I'm cuckoo kai. Like, look, you motherfuckers better find the scientists and bring them to me, or it's gonna be hell for y'all on y'all earth at y'all turf. Like, he was starting a war with the earth, like all his people was underground, underwater, you know what I'm saying? They got this whole underwater civilization. Token City, some shit. Token, one of the two. But anyway, that's besides the point. So he tells them they going up, they go back, they have a meeting, you know what I'm saying? They have a meeting with all the tribes, you know what I'm saying, of Wakanda, and they all have a meeting. Mind you, it's the same elders that has always been in this meeting, and M'Baku is finally, you know what I'm saying, he's in the meetings now. And he's one of like the only motherfuckers that's like really, you know what I'm saying, like, let's go kill this fish boy. This was the only time he acted hard out of this whole movie. All right, the only time. He was like, how about we go kill fish boy or whatever. Whatever, he said something funny. Mind you, they was like, no, we must not do that. We got to go find the scientists. Okay, so the general, I forgot her name, general, she went over, and Zuri wanted to go with her so bad, and the general was telling the queen, like, look, she'd be fine with me, like, I won't let her out of my sight, whatever. Boom. So they go out to whatever Ivy League school they went to. It was in Massachusetts, I think. I think it was Harvard or whatever, where the black girl was at. And she started off raw. She entered the scene. She's like, where my $1,000 at? Not eight. She's like, where my 800? Hold on. I'll be back. Hold on. They went to Massachusetts, whatever. General and the princess Shuri, the general and Shuri went to, you know what I'm saying, they went to the Ivy League schools or whatever, you know what I'm saying. So they had that cut scene where the girl showing up, you know what I'm saying, she going to this white boy talking about, where my 800 at? You missing 800 or something. And she was like, it's 1,000 a day, cause you know what I'm saying, with such you late or whatever. And she got it, she doing her little thing, she going through it like some little robot. It's like she a little motherfucking geek, bro. But she was a pretty ass geek, I ain't gonna lie. She was a pretty geek. You feel me? But damn, Black Switch almost took this girl out. But anyway, so they get in the school, they figure out, and they had this whole cutscene. So then General is like, well, give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna go talk to her. She talked to her, get into the little door. She's like, I fit in. She gave her 5 minutes. The General was in the bathroom. I'm like, she was like, is that a spirit? She sliced her. She sliced some of her shit. She was like, come with us now. This and that. So they made it. So then, keep going a little bit further. They got into this warehouse that the girl work out of or whatever, that she do all her projects out of, and she got this big ass computer that's encrypted with 32-bit encryption or something. It took her a whole semester to get back in her computer. I said, if I ever need something that encrypted, just know I wouldn't be on the face. Like, I'd basically be a ghost, goddamn me, like anonymous type shit. Cause like, why the fuck would I be a college student with a 32-bit encryption computer? They already coming for you, both the government and fucking fish boy, Colican. The government and Colican was after her ass, so it's like, what the fuck? But anyway, so fast forward into that, they get into a big old scene. Fish boy, they leaving. So like the FBI pull up to the warehouse and they get surrounded by SWAT, FBI, the police, all this shit. So like they taking off, splitting up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shuri doing her thing on that dirt bike though. She was getting it. That move was hard. I ain't gonna lie. That was a tough ass scene. In general, she was sliding that 440 boy, that 440 Cuda. She was sliding that mud. I think it was a 1967 or 1970, 1971 Cuda 440. Whoo, that 19-year-old decked that motherfucker out. I said, Lord, that girl, she was wrong with that, bro. I really want one of them motherfuckers in real life. That Cuda and that Plymouth Superbird. I just don't have $500,000 to drop on just two cars, bro. if you already know that Plymouth Superbird, you can't find one of them for nothing less than 300,000. One guy had two of them, and they got destroyed in Hurricane Ida. The motherfuckers were flipped upside down, tinted all bent and I was like, oh my God, my soul was hurting when I seen those two cars messed up and mangled like that from that hurricane. I think one was orange and another one was green or yellow, some color, but I was just like, oh my God, they want $300,000 cars, and they already rare. You feel me? Now they just made even more rare because they know insurance about to pay that out.
Yeah, I'm astronomical. I be out of space, you cannot chase me, bitch. I gotta go. I'm too high to face. I'm in rotation. Get a lot of dope.
But anyway, so they sliding and all of a sudden they hit the bridge, right? Fish people, big old, they come on over the thing. Mind you, General kind of holding her thing because like they just got into like some things like this. And then the black girl, she had a suit. She basically Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? This black woman Iron Man in this bitch. You feel me? Got her own mech suit and shit. Just take off straight up in the earth. She coming down and she went all the way up in the earth trying to take out like a little stealth bomb or whatever for Shuri and the General. So the government like lost them for a minute. Then they coming down. She coming down and she finally, bam, the oxygen hit her again and it hit her brain, so she was able to breathe again. So it was like, whoo. And she saved herself a little bit, but she kind of like tumbled and fell like by these little fish people. So she kind of was knocked out on the ground for a minute. Then the General came, Shuri came, was trying to come against her. And she got hurt too. Like, well, they all got hit with something. No, they got hit with this force from the fish people or whatever. And they all flew out the vehicle. Well, General's in her still in that cooler, flipped over. And, you know, Shuri and stuff, she lifted up off that dirt bike, boy. She was out of there like that. She was not getting saved from that. Like, it was raps for her. You feel me? So, but anyway, you move on. The fish people show up. Now the General is holding the top 3 warriors by herself with this spirit. I don't know what this spirit gave her, but this spirit gave her some. She was in there slicing, dicing, cutting him up, just fucking him up. She was fucking him up. Oh my God, bro. I ain't gonna fake it. Her spirit work was crazy in that scene. You feel me? But slicing and dicing, she still couldn't get it though. It was 3-on-1. She couldn't stop. So once they finally got her out the way, bro, they took the prince. They threw her overboard in the water. They took the princess and the little girl. When the winged fish man came out and his people just took her. They took them in this little jet and gave them these little encapsule things, like how they have to have when they come on land, because they was only in Gibbs, they blue people. They had to have these things just to be on land, but for them they had to get them masks for that they were on land, but for water because they gotta breathe oxygen. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's crazy. They flipped the script under that. They go down and take off to the city of Tolkien, right? But mind you, they going onto some peninsula in Africa. So the queen, the General goes back, you know what I'm saying? She goes back to the mainland, you know what I'm saying? Without the princess, you feel me? And with no scientists. But the main thing was the queen was mad about the princess. She didn't bring my princess back. She was like, General, that's not an order. You're out of here, basically. She kicked that ass up out of her. She got up out of General, was like, they're my people. You feel me? Like, but she was now a regular Wakandan. She was a regular citizen now. And they made a new general and all this and that. So after that, alright, the queen calls Nakia. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Mind you, Nakia been gone for 6 years, dog. 6 years. I was like, damn, this time flew by in this timeline for real. Like 6 years? I was like, that's one hell of a timeline, bro. So she in Haiti, learning with French and shit. All her kids, you know what I'm saying, they all brought. They spoke to the queen and stuff like that. And the queen, you know what I'm saying, they gave them a minute. And she was like, you gotta find the princess. You gotta get my daughter back like this. We gotta send you all doing some work, basically some spy mission shit type shit. She got another mission. All right, so she take this mission to go find Shuri. She go in, you know what I'm saying, boom. So now it cuts back to Tolkien. So now she on the way to go look for Shuri to get pinpoint all this shit with her Koyo beads and all that. So it go back to Tolkien. the fish, Culkin gives Shuri and the little girl like something to wear. He not gonna kill them yet. He just trying to show them why he's like so protective of what he's trying to do. And then he goes through, tells the story about his people to Shuri, and then Shuri is like, I would love to see this place or whatever. She goes to go. They give her this fat ass mech suit, like this big old thick scuba suit that can, I don't know, man. It can survive suppressions of like 10,000 feet or something. Because they went down deep in that water, boy. Like they was so deep. It was deeper than the Marina Trench, it looked like. But anyway, so she going down. They talking. They take on this little tube. Little water tube that get them places quicker and shit. That just like a fast ass current take off through that mug. You feel me? Back to Tolkien, all the way to the city. The city basically is on vibranium. Like they all have vibranium. Like everything. Like the city is basically built on vibranium. It's basically like an underwater Wakanda just for the Mexicans. You feel me? Well, Mayans. I don't want to be stereotypical. Mayans, they was Mayan people before they started. So when they told the whole story, all that Mayan people took some herb and now they became fish people. They couldn't breathe on earth, but when they got in that water, they could breathe perfectly fine. They became fish people. That's not funny, but hey, it is what it is. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, wow. I'm like, that don't make. So she goes in to go see the city. Mind you, she see the beginning part of it. She's like, oh damn, this kind of nice. Like it's all decked out. Like then they getting deeper and deeper into it. She looking around and like, these cool. Like she see the people playing and shit, like kids and all this. Like it's just a regular society. Everybody good, trade, barter. You know what I'm saying, doing their thing. Then she go to the heart of it, the kingdom. You feel me? Where the castle's at. Where like they're protecting the vibranium. So she go in and see that there's a whole vibranium ass city. Everything's made of vibranium in this motherfucking city underwater, bro. And so she goes here and she was like, it's beautiful. Like he's like, now this is what I've been protecting type shit. So he go and shows on. Fast forward a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So he finally bring them back up. Nakia comes in and says so that she found the location of the Koyo beads off the coast of, you know what I'm saying, a little Mayan, off of the peninsula. I forgot where specifically. It's like off of in Mexico, but right where the Mayans was at. But like she go and check, you know what I'm saying, she go check that shit out. Go in and find both of them. She come in smoking niggas, man. She in that motherfucker. Earn niggas out, bro. Came in the area, a couple of these people out. She killed one girl. And dude Culkin came back and was like, "Damn, what the fuck happened?" She was like, some Wakanda came in and, you know what I'm saying, took the two people, took Shuri, the princess, and the little girl. And he was like, You couldn't sell my offer. He offered her. He was like, look, I offered, like, me and you come together, we can destroy everybody in the world and it just be us type shit. And I was like, who wouldn't take that offer? Take that shit right now, bro. Or he gonna smoke y'all. I ain't gonna fake it. I ain't gonna fake it, y'all. If the Wakandas would've got smoked from them. I ain't gonna lie. Black power and all, but nah, they would've got smoked, bro. Cause they was 10 times tougher and stronger down there. Like they had all kind of shit. And plus, vibranium versus vibranium is crazy. Like, and them niggas hella quick and shit. Yeah, so. Alright, so Culkin, he come to Wakanda, and he break through the gates and shit. Like, they got underneath all the security and everything, and they start fucking shit up. They ravishing through it. All of a sudden, the Wakandas get the call and stuff like that. They running. Everybody trying to figure out, Shuri get on the plane, you know what I'm saying? General, she down on, like, the grounds and trying to help around. She trying to fight. All of a sudden, M'Baku, he sees Fish Boy, try to go after him, and Fish Boy threw his ass into a bar so hard that he said, damn, he would knock the wind and punched a hole in his arm. You know, it'll never happen to him. First time by a hole in the person, trying to breathe and shit. I was like, yeah, ain't no more killing Fish Boy, huh? I was like, man, this about to be something so weak. But anyway, so he go through all that talking, he destroying planes and shit. So he like, well, I'm going straight to the couch because he talked to the queen and the princess. Went to the queen, drowned her mother. Sure, I'm like, sure, you can't take a win at all. Like, your whole family dead, it's just you now. I'm like, you should have listened to your fucking mama when you would, you know what I'm saying? You should have just listened. Hard-headed, like, I ain't gonna fake it. The queen and the princess should have listened to him when they was like, but the queen listened though. The queen was like, look, I need the general to go get that, you know what I'm saying, and bring her back to Wakanda. Like, when we had fixed this and sort this out. Motherfuckers didn't want to listen, wanted to get involved with the government, do all this extra shit. And it's like, bro, just pick her ass, put her ass to sleep, you know what I'm saying, and bring her to Wakanda. Like, tie out, like, we're here to protect this and that. Like, do the same story you would have did, like, with any other character or any other motherfucker. That's what I was thinking. I was like, all right, whatever. Then, so that happened. So they go through another funeral. I'm like, God damn, the second funeral in the movie. She gets sent off or whatever, no, this and that. So now she extra defeated, but now she really wanna, you know what I'm saying, figure it out and get this man, you know what I'm saying? She, at heart, she wanna kill her, you know what I'm saying? But, so she finally get through and starts saying stuff, and she's like, well, nope. She finally get to creating the purple herbs. Like, she brought back up Black Panther's DNA, you know what I'm saying, and was looking at it. Pull up DNA, my brother's DNA, this and that, and then was fixing it, like, and she finally got the purple herb to 99%. It was a whole montage. The girl started working on a whole new mech suit, which I didn't understand was, if they already had micro technology, why did they have the girl come up with a whole, like, full-on suit when they could have just showed her the nanotechnology and she could have just had something like that? That's what Iron Man got the technology from. You feel me? I'm like, that was kind of fucked up. Like, they could have kept that nanotech in there for her, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, I ain't gonna fake it, the movie kind of get a little predictable, though. I thought the little girl was gonna stay and be head of the sign thing while Shuri go ahead and run the kingdom or whatever. Because I was like, that would just make sense, right? But they sent her back to school and stuff like that, so they sent her mom back to Chicago and shit, so. Chicago and New York, god damn. They get all the love. But anyway, so she doing that, so they had this whole little montage of all the women. And then mind you, Shuri already she still was working on the suits that she been working on, the little all blue suits, which was raw. I ain't gonna lie, them bitches was raw. Them 2 blue suits that she gave the 2 top generals, I was like, yes, that is hard. I need that. I need one of them though. But it don't make them look like assassin ants or assassin manatees or something. But anyway, so they got their whole montage. She finally get the purple herb. All right, so now the kids helping her go back to, like, the whole ancestry around, you know what I'm saying, especially down, turn into a liquid and drink some. Shuri goes in and do this. So mind you, she gets to her whole ancestor world. Guess who she sees? Not none of her family. She sees Killmonger. I was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah. I was like, all that, she had so much vengeance in her head and her heart, bro. Like, she was ready to go back and kill everybody, you know what I'm saying, on the earth, just like what Killmonger was about to do. He was like, you know what, you damn well why you here, basically. He's like, man, you know damn well why you here. You know why it was up. You feel me? You know you got to finish your job. Let go. Get his ass up out of here, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what he was trying to tell her. He was like, you just like me, you know what I'm saying? I'm nothing like you. Are you like your brother? Noble? You're nothing like, you're not your brother. I'm not my brother. Noble and all this and that, and she just had rebuttals, and then she finally got up from it. Didn't want to tell nobody who she seen, who she saw, none of that shit. She just let it go on about, and it was eating her up. She was about ready to fuck this nigga. I said, ooh, Shuri about to bring out a different demon in her, boy. Sweater. I was like, So fast forward, they gearing up, getting ready for the biggest fight of their life. You feel me? Oh yeah, I'm skipping a bunch of parts, bro. We just gonna keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? Because the movie was long enough. I ain't trying to make this review hell long for that. But anyway, they gearing up, getting their little underwater machines and shit, getting the little planes to get and all that. So when they sell out and go in, they set up the vibranium machine, the very first one that the girl had. Like, she ran around and fixed that shit. And they put it on there on purpose to make it pop up on their radar. So when they popped up in the middle of the ocean, they found the people. They found his people. They going in. all of a sudden them Wakanda just attacked. They going in, they getting these motherfuckers, bro. I said, golly. I said, ain't no way. They just started. All of a sudden, Koken, come up, and now he getting around, he getting over, he in physical with him. And all of a sudden, so now that he come up, sure, he hop in the plane, come in and zap him up into the plane, trying to dehydrate him, you know what I'm saying? Because he can breathe air and water, but like if you dehydrate him enough, he can't breathe. He gotta have water to stay alive, you feel me? So I was like, that's a cool little spin of not being overpowered on Earth, you know what I'm saying? Which is pretty cool. So they all fighting into the plane getting sent off to the desert. So if they fight in the desert, he'd be so dehydrated because the sun, he couldn't take it. You feel me? He'll be evaporating. So all the water be evaporating off skin. So they fighting all this shit and that. Mind you, they still banging on this ship. Man, they going in these mech suits. They throwing these little stab, and Baku finally going crazy again. Like I'm like, bro, what was all of this at when y'all first fought them niggas, bro? Y'all looked real soft at the first fight, but this second fight, y'all really putting this on. Then all of a sudden they started surrounding. They was killing that one girl. The main girl, like she was in that mode, destroying the bottom of that little sonar to stop them from mind controlling they people. So she couldn't. None of them could mind control the Wakandans because without that sound, because of that the sonar waves that was going off, it was messing with them in the water. They finally destroyed, and they climbing up. They up there at the top. They got this whole thing surrounded. They bagging them up until a little bit of circle right off the edge. Oh, while that's happening, Shuri still is going in on this nigga. All of a sudden, Koken was like, fuck it. Just stabbed her, and she was like, oh shit, like, damn, I just got stabbed. Like, this what the Black Panther. She stabbed to this rock. She and that mother like this, and he turned around trying to walk away to water. And she over here going through a bunch of flashbacks in her head. Killmonger, Chadwick, Black Panther, her dad, her mom, all this and that. And then she go, and then the last flash moment was her talking about Killmonger, I'm not my brother or whatever, but she still was like, I'm not gonna let this shit happen. She took that motherfucker out. Whew. I was like, nope. And came in and was started attacking, beating new ass, and you feel me, and cutting all this and that, like defeating him. And he got on the ground. She made that nigga surrender. She said, look, surrender, and you know what I'm saying, we'll work out something, man. We keep everything closer, you know what I'm saying, we can work together and be cool, you feel me? That's basically how she put it. 10 minutes later, you see them on the plane coming together, you know what I'm saying, coming back from his people and their people, and he stopped Wakandans, Koken called his people off first because they was surrounded. They ain't gonna fake it. Wakandans looked like they was about to lose that fight. They ain't gonna lie, because it was just too many of them people, bro. His army was just way too big. So they stopped the fight. They made that mutual agreement. The blue people return home. The Wakandans get everything together. They go back home. You know what I'm saying? So then it moves on to a couple days later. Couple days later, I want to say, and so they in the lab, right? So Shuri, the general, got her the head job at, you know what I'm saying? She back general again. And she got her coach, you know what I'm saying? That like to suit the little short things and not the full staff. So, you know what I'm saying? They got their tools. Shuri's back in the lab doing her little thing as little sciences, but she's still the Black Panther as well. She created multiple heart-shaped Earths and started a whole little garden all over again, which that was pretty cool. And then, so for the little girl, the 19-year-old scientist, they sent her, they redid her course, so they was like, we got a surprise for you. Shuri's like, I got something for you. She was like, what? Before I go back home, or something like that. And Shuri redid that full coda so clean. I was like, oh, that motherfucker is hard, bro. That red and black. I don't even like red cars, but that mug right there was so clean. All they needed to be tinted up all the way around. That mug would have been a goat. But with classic cars, I don't like 10 on classic cars though. That's just me. Unless it's like one, I'm finna put some rims on, you know what I'm saying? But like, if I want to keep that classic look, like everything factory look, yeah, nah, fuck that 10. I might put a little bit on, but you know what I'm saying? But anyway, So they sent her off back, which I thought it was gonna be crazy. I'm like, y'all should have left it to where she could have been able, you know what I'm saying, do the little, stay in the lab, you know what I'm saying, do a little work, a little magic. And the kid went back home, you know what I'm saying, back to 80 and stuff like that. So, and they went, you know what I'm saying, to go check. Mind you, now, the after credit scene, you feel me? That was, all right, this one was kind of crazy. This threw me for a loop because I was like, damn, so the comic book is going to be way off from the comic book. And feel me, it's about to, we finna bust a hard left, not a quick left, a hard left. You feel me? The final scene come in, Shuri, you know what I'm saying, she get dropped off, she in Haiti, you know what I'm saying, with the taxi ride or whatever, and she was strutting these motherfucking coochie cutters, boys. She was strutting them mugs with them Converse and the mohawk. She had it going on. I'm the badass with the dark shades and everything. She make it to the beach. She down there talking for herself because she rented the kid. She was like, no, I'm gonna go for a second by myself. You know what I'm saying? She had white clothes in the bag. She finally burned that shit. From all the funerals she attended with them on, you know what I'm saying? She finally let go of all that shit. She had little flashbacks and all that. She seen her brother. She was like, it gave her that one side and said, you know what I'm saying? The tears came, you know, typical shit. So, damn. A little bit later, you know what I'm saying? They finally cool and the kid came over and was like, are you good? Man, Lupito, god dumb ass, boy. I just, woo! You can see it in that movie for sure, too. But, anyway. So they go in and do so she go in and do everything, right? I mean, so they walk over, Lupita walk over, Nakia walk over, right, with her son. So Shuri met her son. Mind you, I mean, it was kind of obvious. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of obvious though. So they introduced Shuri, the kid introduced Shuri to her son, you feel me? But she got, I think he said it was an Asian name or his Haitian name, not Asian, Haitian name. He had his Asian name. But then the kid was like, what's your real name? He was like, my name is T'Challa something the third. It was something T'Challa, like his whole name, you know what I'm saying? The whole T'Challa name. And Shuri was crying, tears in her eyes. She was like, did my mama get to meet her? She was like, yes, plenty of times. You feel me? Yes, she had time to enjoy with him. And she tears her eyes and everything. She was like, this was why like the 6 years and all that stuff was. They was like, if her and T'Challa agreed upon that it was a lot safer for her to be out there with her. And doing that way it didn't interfere with he ain't had no pressure to become king out there. But like, you know what I'm saying, he gonna be like a normal kid that he gonna go back home type shit, you know what I'm saying, and get to actually see Wakanda and all that shit. And she was like, I want to meet your auntie and all this and that. It was pretty cool ending. And I was like, well, that was a great way to end the movie, you know what I'm saying? Great way to end the movie. But I ain't gonna fake it, man. All them women, bro. It kind of remind me, I don't know if anybody seen Captain Marvel, if y'all seen Captain Marvel or not, but it kind of, that ending and Black Panther 2 was like the same ending in Captain Marvel, where all the women was standing up and they all had their little, you know what I'm saying, little girl power moment. And even when like Pepper, like even I don't know if that was Iron Man, I don't want to say the Fourth Avengers when Iron Man died, but like it was another movie, but all of them had like that whole girl power moment. I said, man, these feminists gonna eat that up. They were like, see, we don't need men for nothing. You see in the movies, we all strong, this and that, you know what I'm saying? We was able to get it done. You know, we make good decisions, logical decisions. I'm like, nah, it really showed like they make a decision off emotion, this and that. I was like, damn, bro, like, showed they was hard-headed. Like, you should have just listened the first goddamn time. Like, y'all wouldn't have been in that situation. Your mama would never died, none of that shit. Just listen. Like, that's it. But overall, great movie. 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? 11 out of 10. It was still a great movie. They could have cut a bunch of shit out though, for me personally, but and then they de-escalated me in a little bit, because I was like, damn, they made M'Baku seem like a bitch worse than he was last. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, M'Baku was the one that was always ready to kill a motherfucker, no matter how defeated he got. He was ready to kill a motherfucker. This one, it kind of made him seem like, oh no, let's go for the peaceful route. It's like, what? Like, why? The only one that stood strong and stood his ground was Killmonger. I was like, well, that was kind of expected. And so, but yeah, great movie overall. Y'all definitely should check it out. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this was spoilers all throughout this motherfucker. So, hey, if you want the quick review, the quick nigga review. That's what we're gonna call these nigga reviews. Movie nigga reviews. Well, if y'all want more, be prepared to see more movie reviews. I'm gonna go see Smile next Tuesday, hopefully, with Shorty. So we gonna see that movie. It's a scary movie, so I do a review about that too. It's a nigga movie, so a nigga review about that too. So yeah, and other than that, yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later.